Nowadays it seems that everybody that have the largest platforms, the biggest voices that are being pushed by the mainstream media, they are too woke for their own good, seemingly, right? But here's somebody to make some sense out of it and to just drop some jewels on you, and hopefully you take heed and you take note, right? This is an older black woman giving her 2 cents about, you know, the things that we're actually concerned about. Let's take a listen.
The Democratic Party, they promote black women, particularly if she's a lesbian. Yes. They promote black women who are not even qualified. We have seen with the diversity, equity, and inclusion, which is really racism, which is really saying, well, black people just, darn it, they're not smart enough, so we have to give them handouts. And you're pushing black women who are not qualified. Dr. Claudine Gay of Harvard. Yes. Now the head of diversity at Harvard is also accused, if I have it correctly, of plagiarism. And we'll get to Fannie Willis, who was elected as a DA in Fulton County, Georgia, primarily because she's black, in my opinion. And we've seen case after case. But the black man, where is he? That's done deliberately.
Thank you.
And it started really in the 60s, where the Democrats pushed policy, right, that said to women, particularly black women, you don't need a man in the home. We'll give you more money if you're single. And I grew up in the 70s and I saw the effects. I saw it in the 80s, the broken home. Now it's more dysfunctional home where you have some women with 8 children by 5 different fathers. Exactly. They don't know who their fathers are, in and out. It has almost destroyed the black community, but they're doing it in a different way now. They're promoting black.
How many times have you heard this before? That policy of giving women a leg up and removing the man from the home is a Democrat policy, specifically geared at the black community. I don't care what you heard, that's the truth. It was a Democratic policy, right? This whole communism and, everybody hold hands and sing kumbaya, right? Everybody uses capitalism to their benefit. Otherwise, they'll tell you, oh, capitalism is bad, let's go for communism. That's BS. Let them be able to make a ton of money and leave you as a pauper. See if they won't do it. Let's continue.
Black women and want black men to be down here. And I think black men sense that. And they know that Trump relates to them. They relate to Trump very well. The evil Barack Obama.
Barack Obama is a foot soldier.
Oh, yeah, for the globalist
elite.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, globalist.
Barack Obama was a plant.
Yes. He was.
And now they want to put Michelle.
Barack Obama was, a plant. He did nothing for the black community.
Nobody even knows who he is.
Can I get an amen?
Come back to Chicago with as much crime to talk to young black men. No. He doesn't give a damn.
He doesn't. He doesn't.
Barack Obama is a curse on this nation. So is Joe Biden.
I think it's the black. Yes.
We provide the money for his Marxist socialist programs, pushing abortion in Africa and other things. He didn't care about us.
No.
He didn't care. That gave rise to Trump, because Trump actually listened to us. He actually cares. Many of us, it was bad. At least Bill Clinton BS that said, I feel your pain.
Yeah.
But at least he said it. Barack Obama didn't give a damn. He should have never been elected. Before he was elected in 2000, he got elected in 2008, my mother sent, may God rest her soul, letters to black churches, warning them about Barack Obama, saying he was so ungodly. I said, Mom, that's harsh. She wrote it anyway.
You know what's funny about that whole Barack Obama situation is that the Boondocks cartoon had the same very narrative. Everybody loves Barack, and the hip hop community is with him, the young people, the tech gurus, those kinds of Gen Zers, everybody's backing him. The one person that was thoroughly against him was who? The character known as Yui, right? That character, which is sort of the black nationalist, Black Panther sort of character, had the inkling that this guy is not the guy. And it's crazy that they put it out in that cartoon, yet he got elected 2 terms, but specifically stayed away from doing anything for the black community. Yet till today, you will have both blacks and whites singing his praises and saying, oh, he was such a great president and all this stuff. And I'm like, really? What did he do for you guys? I mean, Obamacare? Do you guys have any idea how terrible healthcare is in this country? Oh, you don't want to know how long it takes to get an appointment if you have Obamacare, or if you have some type of Medicaid or something like that. Don't let you get into an accident and be disabled for 6 months to a year and have to rely on it and see the kind of condition you're gonna get appointments, but you're gonna have to do some waiting. You're gonna have to do some searching. It's not gonna be easy, right? Let's continue.
And everything my mother said, may God rest her soul, was right. He hates this country, but he wants to live off the fat of the land. Like the founders of Black Lives Matter, they don't give a damn about black people.
Preach.
They didn't have to spend one dime to help build a black business. But these lesbians, they bought homes in predominantly white neighborhoods.
Yes.
See, they say they hate capitalism,
Yes.
but they love to use us and live off of capitalism. While
Let's
they
just say.
spout an anti-God, anti-America rhetoric.
I just think that
Preach.
Black community, they put us in danger. No, not all black people are drug dealers or this or that, but you're harming the average black who lives in an area that is high crime. When you talk about defund the police, and we saw the other day in New York City, where you had illegals beating up NYPD officers.
Let's go.
That went viral. But under Trump, something like that would have been dealt with immediately. He would have spoken out immediately. Alvin Bragg, from what I understand, helped them to get out.
No bail.
Yeah.
They got their
No bail.
No bad.
There is a concern.
Now, let me just say this about this whole NYPD officer getting beat down by some illegal immigrants. Not that it's any skin off my back what happened to this cop, right? This is the same NYPD that gave Amadou Diallo, right, 41 slugs, right, for holding out his wallet in a darkened alcove or hallway, whatever you want to call it, of an apartment building, right? Same NYPD that took the broomstick to Abner Louima's rectum, right? Same NYPD that choked out Eric Garner, right? And just in New York, Sean Bell, there's so many of them that have been taken out by the NYPD. Where there's no charges filed, cases get dropped. DA constantly, is doing their own thing to protect them, as well as the PBA, right? But let's just put things in perspective. The average person were to attack a cop, especially being black, you most likely get shot, right? That is the most likely scenario. How is it, right, that the NYPD that is known for not taking any nonsense, I mean, even having water thrown on them and, drawing down their pistols on people, how is it you get jumped by a bunch of illegals, beat down, these guys go to court and get off with no bail and are able to just walk out, middle fingers in the air like a Tupac video or something. This is where we currently are. If you did not know, this is where we currently are. That would never have happened. I mean, I have never heard of anything like that happening before, where an officer actually gets assaulted and the people walk out with no bail. Like just the number of charges they have thrown at that group, it would have been preposterous for them to even consider bail. There would have been no consideration for bail. It'd be like, nah, I gotta get locked up. But this is where we are. And this is under Biden, the Biden administration, and Democrat rule of this country. They are not doing a good job. And anybody that can't see it, something is wrong with you. Because in the inner cities of places like Chicago, New York, Miami, LA, it's bad. If you live out in the burbs, you might not know. You might not have a clue. Come down to the city, spin the block for a few, and you'll surely find out quick enough. This is not where you want to be at, right? There's a store up the block from me. It's a DG store. There are people stealing in there every day. Every day. I mean, I have been to stores for years and years, all kinds of stores, Walmart, Rite Aid, Kmart, what's that other chain, that Hispanic chain, Associated, different. I'll be in these stores all the time, probably once in every 60 to 70 visits, that high, right? There will be like a poster on the door or an active scene of somebody, being collared for shoplifting. Now, it's every day. And mind you, I never go to the store at the same time. I go at different times, random times, right? Whenever I need something, I run up to the store. There's always somebody trying to shoplift. Security's always chasing somebody down, preventing somebody from leaving because they got stuff under the jacket. It's wintertime now. People just shoving stuff under their jacket and trying to make it out. And we're not talking about small items. No, we're not talking about just food. People are trying to steal laundry detergent, all kinds of things. We're in bad shape. Make no mistake. What this woman is saying is 100% correct. And I hope her voice can wake some people up, because there's this narrative that she has just destroyed right now. Black women are being raised up. She had the perfect question. Where's the black man in all this? Why isn't he being raised up? Right? What is going on with all these pro-black women stuff and pro-black LGBTQ? What's wrong with raising up the black man? Right? Where are his business loans from these big companies? Right? Where are the offers to try to, let him live, right? And enjoy this capitalism that they spew so much garbage about, but actually, they love making the money off your backs. This is real life. This is reality. This is real talk and real news. For more of it, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the video. We gotta start going out here myth busting and destroying these false narratives at all costs. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.